Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense has the football first here today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Huskers will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So Alabama's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the run, it's Young. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Caught on the outside. It's Law. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fights off a defender. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. And we'll see if they can convert.
To the air. It's Milrow. It's an out route. The catch made. Finding space at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread error over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. Hey guys up front, line up. It's first down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tide.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it and fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Caught quickly. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
It's a quick grab. They stop him, but it's a first down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Short pass finds the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down play coming up. To throw, it's Raiola. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. Defense. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15, and it's a fresh set of downs. The Cornhuskers line up on 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it
nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now.
That is tough for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He hands it off from the gun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. We'll get into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Off the play fake on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pass hot. Can he get in? He goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside and
fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Dropping back, it's Milrow. Launches downfield, and he pulls in the catch. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Caught over the middle. It's Law. Tackle made after the completion. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action. He's looking to throw. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. A fumble return for 6. And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Because this is what I love about the legacy of the Nebraska linebacker is the ability to get after the quarterback like this. I mean, think about some of the guys that you and I have had a chance to watch wear that uniform. Back in the old days, it was that half jersey, right? Guys like Trev Alberts and Broderick Thomas and Terrell Farley in the mid-90s on that national championship team. And Levante David, who's a great pro, but got it all started right there in Lincoln.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another 1st down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they love to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier and Lawrence Phillips and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They'll hand it off. Powering through the defender. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And they get him down after the completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Milrow. Eludes the rush. Receiver makes the catch. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Looking to throw it again. And this one is caught. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. That's caught. It's Haynes. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Catch made down inside the 25. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
The sack sets up second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick this away to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They get the second half started with their running play. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Looking for some space. It's Haynes. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Important third down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Second down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And we're able to get him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches it.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Nebraska. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Bringing it out, it's Hamilton. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Play action here on first down. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Alabama. It was a foot race, and he won it. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He's moving out of the pocket. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Well, and that play ends in a complete disaster for the offense. A fumble and a 2-point conversion. Have to protect the ball much better than that.
Return starts from inside the 5. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. He'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Gain moves it to the 35. First down again. Gonna run it. It's Johnson. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid gain.
important second down play coming up. And here comes a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Makes a quick catch. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught behind the line. It's Young. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He shreds the tackle. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they go in front here in the second half. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And he stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Receiver in motion now. Looking downfield. It's Raiola. Makes a quick grab. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some...
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. But man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Catch made on the right side. Good enough for first down yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move and nobody open. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And here's the handoff. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Scanning the field. It's Milroe. Intercepted in the end zone.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game's summary before we move on. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this pack. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that previous play. Here's a target, and it's complete. They keep the drive going. It's a first down of the 46. The Cornhuskers under the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Huskers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Dropping back. It's Raiola. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
Hey, if I'm the coach right now at this point in the game with a chance to kick a field goal within my field goal kicker's range, I'd take the points and take the lead and rely on my defense to win the game. But hey, it's up to you. If you want to be aggressive, go for it. Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. And they hand it off to the back. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The punt team making their way on the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Chris, good job here on this stop. But remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And that's incomplete, way off target. Had a man wide open. That's on the quarterback.
When they don't make the completion here, the timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Getting set. Here's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. It is third down and forever. They'll look to throw it. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. The Cornhuskers bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Powers through a tackle. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. You talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. To throw, it's Milrow. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up second down. And the quarterback going to make a play through the air. And this pass is caught. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 50. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here's the second down play. Here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And they stop him. I think it's short of the first down.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They've been stopped in their first 2 4th-down attempts. Here comes number 3. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more